Hello. After what you've done for this town, any reciprocation would still fall short. What do you need? Not such the tall order that I was fearing, although the time needed to perform the search can vary depending on a myriad of conditions. I'm sure to finish by tomorrow at least. Though a word of warning lest you grow frustrated with your eventual hunt. These searches aren't precise. I'll give you the general whereabouts and then you're on your own. Sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear. My diary's been attended to, unfortunately. Well, for you. But Damien has taken up residence within the manor. Made it into quite a pretty sight. Though, then again, anything would be better to what Mortefane had left the place in. Seeing as he's recently arrived, I'm sure he'd be very busy. Bye now.
Greetings, knight. I have enough maids. I need you to be my sword, knight. Take initiative. Seek out disorder in the far reaches of the realm. Quell it. That is your duty. Much like the noble art of our halls, evermore must aim to be as immaculate. Speaking of disorder, were you witness to this manor before my arrival? A ghastly scene. An odious stench. To think that was home to a lord. I wouldn't tolerate any less. No man of good standing can conduct themselves in filth. Our standards must be high, such that even the divine can appreciate. Now, on to what I need of you. A quest befitting someone of your history. An excursion is planned beyond these walls. The objective is the reclamation of Grey Belmore. Scholars past had either succumbed to the peril of Belmore's curse, or had returned with the information as they had before their journey, with nothing more. Capricious is that warped land, from the lips of all those who studied Grey Belmore, and the deeper you tread, the fiercer the resistance. Inference. This curse is not an aimless force. It thinks, and it fears. The reason for that increasing danger as you delve further is defense. And what is this curse defending? The priest here had solved that riddle. The curse has a heart, an auspice seeded into the earth. Direnian. The same ancient constructs that are still used by our mages. The very barrier you see over Evermore sources its power to Direnian design. So, we're going to trek across this field until this construct, then hope for the priest to perform his rite that can activate that ancient well. Conviction! Confidence! You just love to hear it. We're going to get on just fine, Knight. We'll embark from our post south, within the marsh. I'm sure the guard have made preparations for our arrival. We shouldn't keep the Reach waiting. Necessity wills either destruction or bondage for them, to the betterment of Greater Bretonia. This is the sentiment found amongst all high families throughout the province. End it swiftly. To delight in their suffering is not the way of civilized men. They have endured enough. Such a degenerated race can only earn pity. Only a threat can earn hatred. Fact is, many need the orcs to justify their own squalor. They are the feared and ever-present other, manifest. Were it not for them, introspection could sweep the land, and with that, doubt towards those who govern. So the orcs are routed to some black crevice or other, making up for their loss in short time, only to exact a terrible vengeance some years later. A hunt that the Imperials would ban immediately upon its discovery, and so would I upon my crowning. Serfs have been found slain upon their fields, hovered over by the orc who fell them, bearing gums and exhibiting desperation in their stare. The orc is feral. Almost every case are they described this way. Is it coincidence these murders occur on the very day these games take place? One's pleasure at another's pain. Farewell, friend.
you sure the Treasury can withstand yet another expedition into this warped land? I hope you have the sense to fasten yourself here instead of out there.
After it all, the Imperials still hold the delusion that their word matters. Impotence is your... You have my ear. Chosen by yours truly. Yet, if it was so easy to pull courage from Arnima, then we'd be twice our number. Alas, sentimentality raises another obstacle for us. Yet it doesn't deter my most loyal subjects. I assume you've met the Utase already? Of course they are. Every honed blade within our borders is. There shall be no corner for rebels. Well, these men, Utase, come under many different names. Lowland Reavers, Black Hounds of Evermore. Such insults! The more terrible the moniker, the better. You cannot rule without force. A force only communicated through blood. All of High Rock must hate them. They must behold the claw of Evermore should they ever provoke us. Now then, we're ready to depart. Are you? We'll need that zeal for what's to come. We set out now.
Knight, I'll be preoccupied while I incite the words that can dispel whatever cursed barrier lays over that ancient wall. Good fortunes. Knight, I'll be preoccupied while I incite the war. Oh my, an original. Those are very priceless relics, Knight. I would otherwise beg you to tell me where you found it. But we're in a hurry, and we need you with us across this haunted field. Yours is the only mind that's unsullied by the dark past of this mire. Prince, you have to be careful. The kingdom cannot lose any more royal blood.
I am your prince, not your king. I will earn the adoration of my subjects, for who seeks another sloth on the throne? Now, press on!
You're smart, yeah. I see beauty prevails.
I'll piss on your corpse!
Slice your brother down. Kill that bastard.
Poor posture. Who are you, Oakley? Gonna keep staring? What's that? Gouge your eye. What a chump.
A river separates us from our wants. Fine cloth must be dragged through this pulling soil. Yet material matters none. It is our ideals which define us.
You are the first of your kind to get right into the mud with us lowly souls. I can recall no royal dirtying himself for those beneath. We are forever in your debt.
Nobility are anchored to antiquity, inheriting their ravenous desire for wealth and image. I am change.
You're ugly headed lad.
Progress.
Prevail. Stupid wench. Wasting such a good piece of ass.
Sneaky little
Screw this. I'm out of here.
want to taste metal.
That all?
Sneaky little bit.
Too many threats. Can't die.
Now, priest, it is incumbent upon you to purge whatever festers within this crate. Godspeed. Rid us of this curse.
By Julianus's majesty, bless this venture.
Land of your
Time
foul.
to taste metal. I'll gouge your eyes out. Time to taste metal. Time to taste metal. I'll gouge your. I'll gouge. Time to taste. Time to taste metal. Time to taste. Oh, now don't be shy. I'll piss on your corpse.
What on earth?
How? Destroy it, now. Forgive me. It had the most nefarious presence. Too terrific. It is done. Triumphant are we who dared. The curse is vanished, taken all its malcontents with it.
It actually worked. The gods have finally divined their mercy.
Each name here will be entered in the annals of history. The Reach rises, cherished with our dedication. Every blade that took up arms against fate is to be praised. Now, join me above. I have matters to discuss. Not all formal. Come. A tortured land, given no time to heal until now. They would have let nature run its course and have this grim scenery stay. But I couldn't. Greetings, knight. Travels took me to all the prominent families in High Rock. Dynasties that reached back to the Dirani, yet none knew their name. These journeys came with the intention of fresh alliances, though I would be lying if I said it was for the kingdom's benefit. No, these relations were personal. A band was formed to search the land for high adventure, for ecstasy only came in fierce passion. The women of the family entertained leisures only found in peace, and for that privilege I trained for war. For it is the blood of men that purchases the safety of women. However, as befitting my class, I came to command. We staged mock battles, small retinues of 24 either side, having won for the most part. Yet Daggerfall has talent of their own, and I still have much to learn. Though we were eager to shed the artifice and do away with wooden swords, so we made raids on the criminal dens of Daggerfall. It's remarkable how swift we were in their undoing. It's all like a dream. Am I to wake into a world of coldness? Oh, I'm sure it is. Yet even with this precious reality we've earned, one misstep can always have dream fall to nightmare. Trust me, you've not the patience to hear them all. Disparate tasks that come with ease and with difficulty. They would seem wholly unrelated. Yet they are all drawn together for the gestalt of empire, to go beyond kingdom and claim even greater power. The West harbors ruin, with Wayrest offering no resistance to our ambition. The kingdom's land will be partitioned with Daggerfall conceding to a smaller share. And to the north lies a land barely worth governing. Johanna would submit through threat alone, I'm sure. We would need to obstruct potential paths from which our foes could attack. Daggerfall will fear an East united under one banner. They will come to know the new era we've made for them. A trifling ordeal. They only exist due to my father's narrow interests. Were he to commit men beyond his walls, the dregs of the land would be made short work of. In fact, the men of the Reach should suffice to combat the savages. There only needs to be the furious desire to fight. That is what I hope to inspire. For too long, the antagonisms of class have binded us to our racial enemies. It is imperative to unify all Bretons, and to finally oust the rats who feed on our misery. No longer will the serf feel estranged from their society. They will all be animated by a mutual drive. We will all have the same agenda. That we of the same blood will forge a new destiny, outside the deliberations of the gods, and crush those who sought to divide and assail us. There is nothing more unifying than a common enemy. Of course, we can extend the privileges of our collective to those outside our blood, who have sacrificed their own heritage to bolster ours. Listen, friend. Recall what I just said about the Empire. They are a waning power, on their way out like an old dog who has since expended all its vigor, never to run again. Their impotence is palpable. Innumerable failures and military disasters has undermined its authority severely. Ask yourself, where were the Imperials during the countless breaches of their constitution? Slavery and genocide were still practiced within their provinces, yet they seldom lifted a finger. What remains of that empire? A name? A name of the thug who knocks to extort a protection fee from his subjects, entailing the same duplicity of the thug who never protects his investments? We would be better without it. Come now, knight. Who is a king without his queen? My heart is within the hands of Daggerfall, the princess, to be exact. Together we will sire heirs that can go on and bring even further prosperity to our burgeoning kingdom. And you, knight? Has someone shackled your heart? You carried yourself as such. A life alone always shows itself below how we wish others to see us. What brings about this concern, knight? Prying minds tend towards treachery, as they say. Your face. I jest. You're free to ask what you wish. The family are well, treading their paths without pause. Just before our quest here, Father regaled old tales from my youth, truly indulging the past. Such stories I struggle to remember. Mother continues her studies in Daggerfall, furthering her talent with harp and song. Her own orchestra, performing for the city's royal audience. And the cadence of her voice has found much use in bolstering our relation to Daggerfall. We've no need of emissaries when the Queen can exact our every want. Jealously so. In a word, beyond. Beyond what I ever hoped they achieved. Such is the fortune of Evermore's late prosperity that we enjoy our success. And soon the people here will boast of their own feats. Greatness shouldn't be confined to royal blood. You've heard of her beauty, I assume. She's been known to flirt with Taboo, but to parade another woman on her arm for all to see. Unfortunately, the sister has her love planned for. You know the type. A noble knowing nothing of life beyond what his neurosis permits, festooned in the finest linen his parents could fetch him. A child in the guise of a man. To think a fragile thing as he could earn the adoration of my sister. Yet she spent the greater part of her time with dance and drama. Who else could she love other than those with similar interests? We'll have this grey ground turn green in the coming spring. Feckin soil will birth promising land. Such a vista will better the morale of all the realm's people. I'll stay here a while longer, fomenting a future for all beneath the horizon. This vantage point will see to a more precise implementation of those plans. There's still much to do, Knight. You are relieved. Farewell, friend.
I hope I have what you're looking for. Something you need? Of course. Take the day off adventuring and get a good nap. I'll take you to your room.
You alright?
Have a pleasant stay. Don't be afraid to ask for anything else.
Hello?
Hello. Rest assured, I'm not one to waste time. This search is one of the more interesting deductions I've engaged in. My exercise led me to the long-since abandoned facility up in the mountains, unfortunately bearing the recent moniker of Reject's Respite, in light of the types of people who were brought there. Following that arcane scent more closely, I was brought to the bowels of that ruin. Never thought it to be that extensive. If you want my advice, pass on this venture. That dark sanctum is better left undisturbed. But I see that same venturous glint in your eye from when we sought out those gauntlets. There is a particular device, rumored to have been hauled from that very facility, which found its way to us. This star may serve a further purpose from what we know. Maybe a key? I'll leave that for you to find out. Bring it along just in case you find yourself up against any barrier which requires a mage's touch. Farewell.